parts of West Africa, there was a special people that could fly. They would spread their arms wide and big, beautiful wings would appear. They would soar up in the sky and they would sing this sweet song. Kakua, kakua, can you try that? Kakua, kakua.
Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Ooh, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's it. They would pick berries from the trees and they would soar around the skies as they pleased, and everything was in its place. Until one day, some invaders came with a plan to steal all the resources from the land. And in time, they grew very greedy, and they even stole the people. They chained them up one by one and two by two. Most of the flying Africans forgot what they could do. The oppressors stripped them of their freedom and their names. And in this new land of the free and home of the brave, the African people were enslaved. And the oppressors called themselves masters and overseers. And they made sure the African people worked to make them money out there on the fields. Well, during this time, there was a young girl named Lucretia. What was her name?
Lucretia.
Lucretia, that's right. Lucretia was a wise young girl. She had been sold away from her mother and was being raised on a different plantation by the elders. Now, the elders taught her lessons and they told her stories all the time. Now, some of the elders were very sad, very angry, and they wanted to give up. And they would tell her stories about the fight being over and not being able to go on anymore. And they would sing songs like this. Now we'll be done with the troubles of this world. Troubles of this world. Troubles of this world. Now we'll be done with the troubles of this world. I'm going home to live with God. When Lucretia heard these stories, she wanted to give up. She was very sad and she wondered if her people would ever be free. She just didn't know. But then there were those elders who would say, "No, girl, we can't give up. We've got to be angry. We've got to fight." And they would sing songs like this. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything's gonna be alright. Hang on just a little while longer. Fight on just a little while longer. Fight on just a little while longer. Everything's gonna be alright. Now, when Lucretia heard these songs, she wanted to fight. She was angry. But that was not good either, because the oppressors had these chains and these whips, and they would keep her down. And she didn't want to go out that way either. Then she took to the elders who would tell her stories about home. They would tell her stories about the rich